with an article from CNN that says Trump pressured Arizona governor after 2020 election to help overturn his defeat. Sorry. Oh, I didn't mean to play that. So we've heard a lot about the how Trump called Brad Raffensperger the Georgia Secretary of State, and he famously or infamously, however you look at it, said, "Just find me the votes. Find me the votes. You can find them, right? You can find me votes." And it was seen as a blatant attack on American democracy. And now we have more information coming out about just how anti-democratic this guy is and how anti-American this guy Trump is. So following his defeat in the 2020 election, Trump spoke to Arizona Governor Doug Doucey to discuss the results. A source familiar with the call told CNN. Publicly, Doucey said at the time that the two Republican leaders had spoken, though he did not describe what they had talked about. Behind closed doors, Doucey said that the former president was pressuring him to find fraud in the presidential election in Arizona that would help him overturn his loss in the state. A source with knowledge said Trump narrowly lost Arizona to Joe Biden by less than 11,000 votes. There was no recording made of the call between Trump and Doucey, according to a source familiar with the matter. Trump also repeatedly pressured his vice president, Mike Pence, to help him find evidence of fraud and overturn the 2020 election results. Pence spoke to Doucey multiple times about the election, though he did not pressure the governor as he was asked, sources familiar with the call said. A spokesperson for Pence declined to comment. Washington Post first reported, Trump publicly attacked Doucey, a former ally, over the state's certification of the results. As Doucey was certifying the election results in November 2020, Trump appeared to call the governor with a "Hail to the Chief" ringtone heard playing on Doucey's phone. Doucey did not take that call, but later said he spoke with Trump, though he did not describe the specifics of the conversation. And it goes on here. It says those efforts include overreach to various state officials, including Georgia Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger, whom Smith has interviewed. In January 2021, Trump told Raffensperger to find the votes he needed to win the state. So it's clear as day, folks. We've had plenty of evidence up until this point that Trump is an anti-democratic, anti-American shit stain on our country, okay? And this guy, if it was up to him, he would not have any more elections. And this is what makes the 2024 election so pivotal, is that if Trump wins, okay, I'm of the thinking that American democracy might be toast if Trump wins, because you best believe that the measures that were in place that kept Trump from stealing the 2020 election, he is going to do everything he can to purge any officials that are deemed to be unloyal and insufficiently loyal to his cause. And he's going to spend years and years and years doing so in the lead up to a 2028 election. And by the time we got to 2028, there's going to be so much rot in our institutions in terms of Trump personally being able to place people who are not democratically inclined in positions of power to tilt the election in his favor, regardless of how the American voters voted. So this is really a all hands on deck election here, and this is really every presidential election from here on out until the GOP stops this anti-democratic crap that they're all signing up for. Every presidential election is an election where if the GOP wins, we are screwed, okay? And our American democracy may fall. It barely survived Trump's first term, okay? And it came down to some quick thinking and quick actions of a few people on January 6th that saved American democracy from falling. And you best believe that if Trump wins the 2024 election, we might not even have a 2028 election. And if we do, it's going to be totally tilted towards Trump's favor, is what I'm thinking. read a little bit more of the article here. A Trump spokesman said in a statement, "These witch hunts are designed to interfere and meddle in the 2024 election in an attempt to prevent President Trump from returning to the White House to make the country great again. They will fail and President Trump will be re-elected." Dude, it's not a witch hunt, okay? Like, I'm so sick of this term, witch hunt. It's called consequences for your actions. It's called, you do something that's illegal. You do something that is undemocratic. You do something that is wrong, morally and legally and every other way you could characterize it. And guess what? People are going to react to your actions that are perceived to be anti-democratic. Like, I'm so sick of this term, just everything just being a witch hunt. No, it's called consequences for your actions, bro. That's what it is. Yeah, pretty crazy stuff. More evidence of Trump pressuring directly election officials and governors to overturn the 2020 election results. I mean, who else did Trump call? Who else did he call? Who didn't he call? I guess might be a better question. Who didn't Trump call to overturn the 2020 election? And people still say he's not an anti-democratic piece of crap? Very, very surprising.